So yes, good morning. First I'm going to talk about an open source book I and a few of my colleagues have been starting. It's an open source book on low-level software security for compiler developers. So first, why am I motivated to do the work to try to get yet another open source project off the ground? Well, from time to time, I end up implementing some security features in compilers like llLLVM. And quite often, I'm struggling a bit with, did I really, with implementing a specific security hardening, for example, did I really make life more difficult for an attacker? Or when a bug is raised, could this bug be an exploitable security issue? And I found that talking with quite a lot of compiler developers, many feel similarly, and they feel that over time they also, compared to some time ago, they work on security features more often. And we did not really find really good educational material on the topic. There are lots of explanations for specific exploits, but little material covering this is really what a compiler engineer should know about security. So then I wondered, would it be worth to try and create such a book? Well, there's probably no better way to learn about a topic than try to explain it elegantly, as I believe that's called the Feynman technique. So that was one reason why I became motivated to try and do it. As I already said, compiler engineers are increasingly working on security features, so probably it's going to be useful for other people too. A book can help all compiler engineers, not just me. And by making it an open source book, I hope to attract contributions from experts where current contributors lack expertise. And maybe it might even help to build a little bit more community. So how does this book get created? It lives on GitHub. The link is on the slide. It's licensed under a Creative Commons license, which should make it very easy for almost everyone to contribute and also to consume the book. We have a live version, also enabled by GitHub Pages. Currently, the high-level structure of the book is roughly as follows. So we have a chapter on memory vulnerabilities and the many mitigations that exist for that. Then there's a few chapters explaining covered channels and side channels of various sorts. We have a chapter about supply chain attacks. Almost all of the software in the world somehow goes through a compiler, so it's important to make sure that you don't get attackers inside your compiler attacking all of the software in the world. And then there's a last chapter with basically everything that doesn't fit in these previous chapters. Maybe over time, the structure will change as we write more content. I'm also looking for help. The project is currently at its start. Maybe 10% of the content is written, so there's still a lot to do. And we're looking for contributions in different kinds of contributions. If you have ideas for some new content that should be in the book that hasn't been written yet, or if you have any other idea on how to improve the book, we'd like to hear. You could also help by reviewing existing content and making suggestions for improvements, or maybe write some new content yourself and create a pull request. And you could also help by spreading the word that this project exists to anyone you think might be interested. How can you reach out? Well, the project lives on GitHub. You can create an issue there, or you can start a discussion thread there. You can talk to me later at the conference, or you can just email me also at the email address I have on the slide. Thank you very much. That was it on the first lightning talk.